Okay, the Philadelphia Eagles are on the clock. That means at pick 14, we are halfway to the Dallas Cowboys picking at 28. And wow, has it been a fun ride here for 14 picks. Let's talk about the Eagles. Dane, you kind of had a bunch of different things going on for them.
Yeah, I thought McCaffrey was the perfect fit, but of course, that became evident pretty quickly. He was not going to be available for them at 14. You could look at wide receiver. They signed Alshon Jeffrey to a one-year deal. That Torrey Smith deal, basically a one-year deal, but wide receivers are gone. So it doesn't look like they're going to go in that direction. Do they look at defense? Corner's easily the top need on this team. Easily. Yeah. But is there a corner that they want? I mocked Marlon Humphrey here, that corner from Alabama. I thought this is where Garyon Conley was going to be drafted, in my opinion.
Yes.
But that's not an option anymore. So Marlon Humphrey, could he be the corner that the Eagles, their plan B, because they need a corner in the worst way. It's so badly that they might have to reach for one here. So it just depends on what their corner stack looks like.
Yeah, well, you're absolutely right. Corner being the number one need. Wide receiver, you're right on Alshon Jeffrey and Torrey Smith, just short-term deals. Defensive end, running back, and defensive tackle.
They're still running a 4-3 now, right?
Yeah. Oh no, look out. Could you see? Well, you got no. Could you see? How about Allen ending up there?
Yeah.
And moving.
You lost Benny Logan.
Yeah, you lost Benny Logan, but you'd have to be Fletcher Cox.
Say Fletcher Cox. But
yeah,
what about a pass rusher?
Yeah.
Vinny Curry he's not a starting caliber player, or at least one that's going to scare you. They've got Brandon Graham on one side. They lost Connor Barwin. What about Charles Harris or Derek Barnett here?
Yeah, I think that, to me, this is where I kind of thought that Derek Barnett, it was going to be in the middle of the round.
Yeah.
Where I thought that remember we were talking about, okay, we would trade up to the 20s yesterday in our mock if Derek Barnett was there. And and Dane, you said it, we can't get there. He's gone. Yeah. So this is kind of where the place I felt like that Derek Barnett might go, somewhere between 14 and 18. Mm-hmm. So let's see. In fact, that's definitely, though, the Eagles could use a defensive end that we listed as their third need.
Dane mentioned this. As good as we feel about the cornerback class as a whole, you take Conley out of the equation, I don't know that you want to take Kevin King or Trey White this highly. It doesn't seem very...
Well, it's just
palatable to me.
I just feel like, though, if you look at their defense, who else are you talking about? You talking about Barnett? Who else were you talking about?
Well, I mentioned pass rush.
Pass rush, yeah.
If it's not corner, which we thought Garyon Conley would be the pick here, then let's look at corner, or look at the pass rush. And Derek Barnett's still here. He's a player we thought could go top 10. If not top 10, we don't have to wait too much longer. They need an upgrade over Vinny Curry on one side. Brandon Graham's not getting any younger on the other side. Upgrade that pass rush, build from the bottom in the trenches. I think the pass rush makes sense.
Okay, well, it looks like that the pick's in, and here's the commissioner with a group of folks.
Well, of course, Philly has some. It's in their city. I guess this makes sense.
Yeah.
Very good.
Joining us for the Eagles selection are members of the Martin Luther King High School football team from here in Philadelphia.
Good-looking group of guys. LSU needs to be on some of these kids.
The team merged 4 years ago with rival Germantown High School and has become one of the top programs in the area. Coach Dunn, congratulations to you and your team.
One of these guys is going to be drafted in 5 or 6 years, and they're going to do a feature on this.
Okay, with the 14th pick in the 2017 NFL Draft, the Philadelphia Eagles select Derek Barnett.
There you go, Dane Berger. Nice shot.
Makes sense.
Tennessee.
We talk about Derek Barnett. You wasn't going to have to wait long to hear his name. Gets out of the top 10. At this point, this is who, the Eagles need either a corner or a pass rush. They go with the pass rush. Might have been their best player on the board right now, depending on what kind of grade they gave to Malik Hooker or Jonathan Allen. Barnett, double-digit sacks each of the last 3 years.
Yeah, broke Reggie White's Tennessee sack record.
And did Reggie White not make his bones in Philly?
There you go.
He sure did. So, it's a nice pick. We thought all along that, Derek Barnett, there was a lot of talk that maybe that he were to get to 28 and he did not make it to 28. Instead, he is a Philadelphia Eagle at 14. So twice a year, the Dallas Cowboys will have to deal with Derek Barnett. And
you said that with kind of like a hint of resignation in your voice.
I think he's a good pass rusher. I really do. I like him. I like the bend. I think that he can capture the edge. He's one of those guys.
Do you have good get off?
Oh, he has some good get off too. He surely does. So Philadelphia Eagles with a nice pick there at the 14th overall.
Never in my life would have dreamed that Malik Hooker would still be on the board.